Hello everybody, you can call me Hunch, and today I'm super excited because I'm making a cool video about Stacks NFTs and my personal experience with Stacks NFTs. And I want to give you some preliminary information because I think I understand Web3 a little bit more and how it works on Stacks and Bitcoin. Now, don't get me wrong, I sit in the camp that you should be building on Bitcoin, and Web3 is kind of just like the cloud, right? It's a marketing term and nobody really knows what it means, right? The cloud is just a bunch of servers. It's not like up in the air in the cloud, all your data or whatever, okay? It's at a centralized server. So Web3 is sort of like the same thing. So to give you some preliminary information before I dive into my NFT experience, I want to show you a quick clip from Michael Saylor, okay?
Well, Web3 is a term that's used to refer to, the part of the economy that's token finance. So if I'm launching an application and my idea is to create a token along with the application and issue the token to the community so as to finance the application and build support for it, I think that that's the most common interpretation of Web3. There are other interpretations too, and so I'm just going to refer to that one. And I think the beef, in a nutshell, not articulated, but I'll articulate it, is whether or not you should focus all your energy creating applications on top of an ethical digital property like Bitcoin, or whether you should attempt to create a competitor to it, which generally would be deemed as a security.
Okay, so what he said there is build on Bitcoin, right? Which is ethical because there's no owner. We don't know who the creator is. It's a distributed ledger. It's the most decentralized. He's saying it's not a security because there's no real incentive to push it other than that you think the world will be a better place, right? Like you can't take ownership of the Bitcoin network, right? Whereas with a Web3 token, right, you have the founders, they all get a pre-mine, they distribute it on the market, they dump it, and if you look at 99% of the charts, basically retail is exit liquidity. Okay, so now let me tell you about my experience with Web3. Okay, so my experience with Web3 has gone a little different. This is my first NFT, okay, and this is from StacksDegens. Okay, go follow their Twitter. This is their Twitter, and basically they were in this Stacks funding round to build out Web3, right? They were one of the winners or one of the people that applied, and they had a good product, and they're going to build it out. So what is StacksDegens? StacksDegens is a GameFi system that uses the Stacks platform to distribute NFTs and build out an ecosystem like gaming. I think the bigger picture here is building out the ecosystem in terms of brand, et cetera, et cetera. But I think it's really interesting because they've actually built a product, right? And a lot of this, what I'm going to show you is going to remind you of something called like chain games, etc. But I actually secured an NFT by them, and so what I did is I have this Hero Wallet extension. You should go download it. Super easy. I sent them these guys my wallet key, and they sent me an NFT. Right. So yeah, so my NFT is beautiful. Okay, now you can go on this new website. It's Stacks NFT, the old name. Now it's Gamma.io. You could type in Miami Degens. Okay, right, and here they come up. You can pick them, and you have to buy one of these NFTs to play the game. Okay, so it's super interesting because you can identify with an NFT, whether it's Degen Racing or whatever brand, and you can put it in the game, right? So let's actually go to the game and see what it's like. Okay, so here's the website. Super cool. So this, I want you guys to realize, is a form of Web3, right? And I think it's super interesting. Now, I don't know if they're going to distribute a token. I don't think they do. That's just my personal opinion. That's what Michael Saylor was just saying, right? But you can essentially go play it, right? And it'll stop you here if you don't have a wallet, right? It'll be like, okay, you need to have a StacksDegen to play, okay? But so first of all, that's the music. I'm not going to play it for you because it's intense. But okay, so here you can see my NFT, right? He's got the cigarette. He's chilling. And it's basically one of those games where you're trying to getting a high score, right? Like Flappy Bird. Okay. Now I'm terrible at it. I've been playing it for a couple hours. Super fun, super raw, super basic. but the idea and the concept is beautiful, right? Because it's inputting an NFT, your NFT, right? Whether in the future you draw your StacksDegen, right, and resell it, or you buy a StacksDegen and resell it, and people can play together, right? Now, they don't have multiplayer. StacksDegen is going to introduce multiplayer. I'd like to show you a little more gameplay, but I want to save another video of just pure gameplay and multiplayer when they come out. The interesting thing, though, right, is this NFT marketplace where you put yourself in the game, right? And this is kind of like what maybe sand would be like if you bought a plot of land or a piece of armor and then you put it in the game. So this is building on Stacks, and I think you guys should go to the StacksDegen and check it out, see what they're about, and learn about it, right? So again, here's my NFT, super lit. I got mine. It actually shows up in the game, right? So this guy shows up in the game. It's a perfect example of Web3, right? So this is going to spread like wildfire, I think, and I hope they use Bitcoin as a currency. And I think they will, right? So I could buy this NFT with Stacks or XBTC, which you put in Stacks, you get some XBTC from like a swap website. But on a couple previous videos, one of the Stacks coordinators saying, where I was critical of Stacks, says, you know, we are a short distance away from allowing you to interact with Stacks with your Bitcoin seamlessly without you ever having to realize it, right? So, for example, in my Hero wallet up here, instead of Stacks, I could have Bitcoin. I could go on the Gamma.io or Stacks NFT or Byzantine, buy my NFT, put it right in the game. Now, this is very raw and very early, okay? So, it's going to get more advanced, but StacksDegen is like a great example of what you guys should check out to interact with Web3 and understand it. That's what I've done. It's taken me so long to understand it, and this has given me the way. So you can call me Hunch. Go check out StacksDegen. Super cool, super friendly community. I joined their Discord. Join their Discord. Pick their brains, right? They'll interact with you. And you can call me Hunch. This is lit.